I'm sitting here in my studio shooting some content for the 2022 summit that I'm having here just in a couple days, where all my top coaching clients are going to join me here in Detroit. And we're going to do something similar that we did last year, where we spend a couple days working on some of the greatest tactics and strategies to build a listing-based business. And I was looking through my files and I found one of the sessions I did last year for the 2021 summit, where I talked about how to build a business, how to generate business from your database, from your sphere of influence, which I believe is the greatest asset that a real estate agent has in their business, yet it's probably the most neglected area of a business. And so I spent 30 minutes on stage talking about all the tactics and strategies to build a business, to generate business from the people that you know, and getting the people that you know to refer you to the people that they know. And so I hope you guys enjoy this. I said, all right, let me just, while I'm getting ready for the 2022 summit, let me share a session with you guys here on the YouTube channel from the 2021 summit. Hope you guys enjoy.
And when you think about it in these terms, the little pocket card you have in your wallets and in your purse, yes, your state allows you to sell houses, sell condos, sell land. But really, you're in the marketing, you're in the lead generation, you're in the sales business. Because without leads, do you have a business? No. Let's be honest. What did you say? No. Okay. So there's only three ways to get leads. We can wait for business to find us, which most of us are guilty of. We get our license, and what do? We sit back, put Netflix on, and we wait for people to call, don't we, Bev? How many people are calling you? And it starts with a 0. Am I right? So you can wait for business to find you. It's not a great strategy. Number 2, you can go out there and buy leads. Our one guy over here, I can't see you because, of course, Natter's buying Zillow leads, trying to get him to stop. We had an agreement. 2022, we're going to be a what? A listing what? Agent. Thank you. We're going to stop giving all your money away. But you can buy leads. You can send out mass mailings. You can buy billboards. You can buy commercials. You can go out there and buy the business. Anybody in here independently wealthy that I don't know about? Nobody. Okay, cool. Or you could go out there and generate as much business as you want for free. You good with that? All right, so where are the sellers? Where are they? Where are the sellers that we want to work with? This is what I call the market-proof listing lead model. I'm going to walk you through it right now. I believe that in order to have a well-rounded business that's market-proof, regardless of what happens with prices, with interest rates, with inventory levels, no matter what happens, you're going to be just fine. If you follow this model, Kevin, you're going to be just fine. Here's how it works. You have this broken up into 5 sections. Each one of these pillars of your business represents 20%. I believe that you should get 20% of your business from each one of these buckets. Bucket number 1 is getting business from people that you know. And this is the bucket that most of you want business from. How many of you want business from people you know? You want referrals. You like working with people you know. It's more enjoyable. It's more profitable. You're the only one. Give you a round of applause. Yeah. All of us wants this. All of us wants this. If we're being fair, Joe, to the group, it's rare that we have a plan to work this business pillar, but not after today. You're going to have a plan that you're going to walk out of here with working this pillar of business. Number 2, which is what I call now business. How many of you want a listing today? Everyone's hands should go up in the sky. Because this is what you guys all blow me up 7 days a week. How do I get listings now? How many are addicted to instant gratification? And be honest! Yeah, thank you. We all want it now. It's okay. I love you for it. I want it too. Okay? I couldn't sleep last night because I wanted this thing to get here. I'm like, all right, let's go, right? So, next pillar of business is what I call low competition. We're going to create a world where you can go out there and generate 20% of your business, with lead sources where there's low competition. Number 4, referrals. How many of you want more referrals? Say yes. Okay, good. 20% of your business, unless you're Donna Sanford, is going to come from referrals. How much business, Donna, are you going to do this year? Yell it out, please. 36 million in what? Give her a round of applause. Thank you. Go, Donna. She didn't know I was going to do this. What percentage of the 36 million come from referrals versus new business? 85% come from referrals. It's phenomenal. So we're going to talk a lot about that model today and how we get to that point, right? It's very profitable, it's very fulfilling, it's very enjoyable, because I don't know about you, but when you get a referral, you have instant credibility, right? They respect your time, your expertise so much more than a complete stranger who treats you like a commodity. Would you guys agree? It's so frustrating getting the Zillow lead that has no respect of your time, Natter, says, hey, I know it's Christmas morning, and guess what? I don't care. I need to go see this house today. And Natter jumps up like a Pop-Tart, and he goes and shows the home. Because he has no control over his time. I love you. You know that. All right, and then the last one is we're going to create a business model today and a business plan where you get to pick where you work. You get to pick the houses you sell, the price points that you sell, where you work, when you work. You're going to pick all of that. Cool? All right, so here are the pillars of business we're going to work through today, okay? These are the 5 listing lead generation pillars that we're going to work through today. Number 1 is our top 100. Number 2 is what I call hand raisers. Number 3, we're going to pick a specific niche. Number 4, we're going to talk about referral partners. And then number 5, you've probably heard the word, like, yeah, Brandon, I've heard farm before. How many of you are working the farm, right? That's the question. That's what we're going to work through today. So let's jump into lead pillar number 1, which is your top 100, okay? I believe that if you work this pillar of business, not only do I believe this, we have proof in the room, right? Going back to what Donna just said, if you work this pillar only. I know most of you are like, oh, dude, you're the FSBO expired guy. What are you talking about top 100 for? If you work just this one pillar of business, I believe you'll have more than enough business, more than enough income, and you will not resent the business like I know most of you do. That's us being, let's be honest, this business can be hard, and sometimes you probably resent it. And so when you work this top 100, this pillar of business, you can start to fall in love with your business again. Your top 100 is a group of people, your favorite 100 people on the planet, we're going to talk about who in just a second, that you're going to communicate with strategically, year in and year out, so that you can generate referral business from people you know and people they know. Fair enough? So let's get into it. So if you're new to the business and you're just getting started working this pillar of business, you can expect out of working 100 people on this plan, 20 to 30 closable transactions, okay? 20 to 30 closable transactions. And Joe, if we're being honest, if most of them close 30 deals this year or in 2022, you'll probably end up being in the top 10 at your companies. Would you guys agree? Okay, this is one pillar of business. We're going to talk about how to do it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Damn, dude, I don't got 100 people. I don't even like 100 people. It's okay. You're going to start with where you're at today. That's okay. If you got 20, 30, 40, 50 people, we're going to talk about what qualifies to be in the top 100 in just a second. You can start with where you need to start, okay? If you don't have 100, you're going to build to it. Your goal over time is to grow this list, okay? You can grow this list to over 100 people, but if you can get 100 people on this list, you can get 20 to 30 closable transactions every single year. All right, so here's how to qualify your top 100. How are we doing on time? All right. 1, they don't have a strong relationship with another agent. Can you guys please stop adding other realtors on social media and add people you want to work with? Y'all are friends with each other. It's like, are you going to sell a house with her? Probably not. Wouldn't you just sell it yourself? You know, like, When I look at your Facebook and your Instagrams, it's all realtors. It's like, wait a minute, what are they not getting here? I just don't understand what they're missing, Bev. Like, you're not going to get listings in your market from other realtors in your market. Do you guys get that? Say yes. Okay, good. So the people in this list, they don't have a relationship with another agent that you know of. Number two. Okay, so these people on the list, you should be able to call them out of the blue for a beer, for a cup of coffee, to go on a walk, to go on a run, and it wouldn't be weird. Because here's the objection I get from all of you. Brandon, what do I say? Okay, I got them on the list. What do I do? What do I say? Is it true? Say yes. Okay, that's probably the wrong people on the list. So we got to make sure the people on the list, if you only have 10, Stephen, it's fine. It's fine. Number two, to qualify for this program, you got to be able to call them. You have to be able to grab a beer and it not be weird. Number three, you have zero doubt that if this person were to move, or if they had the opportunity to refer you business, Blake, that they would do so in the drop of a hat. Like, you have zero concern. It's like, oh, Uncle Bob, I don't know. I don't know if he should be on the list. If I put him on the list, he might refer, Josie from Remax. Well, he doesn't go on the list, okay? Number four, they're local, okay? They're local. I know you have people you love, but if they're not local, it's very unlikely that they're going to buy a house from you or that you can sell a house from them, right? Pretty common sense stuff. Number five, you have their first and last name. Number six, you have their cell phone number. Number seven, you have their date of birth. Number eight, you have their email address. And number nine, you have their home address. You have to have all this stuff, or the plan I'm going to walk you through, Kayla, is not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work. So these are the things you have to have on the list for people to qualify into your top 100. So how do we get business from people on this list? I'm going to walk you through the tactics and the strategies in just a second. But the goal to generate business from this group of people is top of mind awareness, period. When two things occur, okay, you can see the picture here right now, Blake. When somebody needs to move, right? When someone needs to move, you want them to think of you. When somebody they know wants to move, you want them to think of you. That's the goal of the action plan, right? That probably makes sense. So let's get into it. Number one, this is what you're going to do every single day, okay? Every day. Daily stories on your Facebook or your Instagram. All of you are doing things on a daily basis, okay, that have to do with your real estate career. If you want more business from the people that you know, they have to have the perception, right, that you're in this business, that you're an expert, that you know what you're doing, okay? Where's Ed Butler? Is he in the room? Okay. If you guys don't follow Ed Butler, follow him. He's doing how many stories per day? 5 to 6. He was at the gym this morning making a story about coming to this event. So I'm going to ask you guys to do something that's going to help you right now, okay? Everyone pull up their phone right now. All I want you to do, look, everyone's going to do it. Well, not everyone's going to do it. I don't know what you're going to ask me to do here. It's going to be a little weird. Just hold up your phone. Take a selfie. Donna, you like that? Take a pic. Donna's like, I'm not doing this. Screw him. Take a picture, okay, of yourself with all the people in the background. And what you're going to do is now you can post this on your story to say, hey guys, I'm at a real estate conference learning how to better serve my clients and learn the real estate business from a standpoint that serves you. So every day, 5 days a week, you got to make me a promise. 5 days a week, you got to make at least one story, Joe. Joe's the only one that won't do it. He's like, nope, not going to do this. Come on, man. It's like role-playing for you. Nope, I'm not role-playing my script, Brandon. Take a picture. And then what you have to do every day is tell the story. If you're writing an offer, Bo, if you're writing an offer, hey, you take a picture, you make a short little video. Hey, I'm writing an offer on this property. Here's the situation. The people on this list need to see you in action for you to stay top of mind. If you want your neighbors to hire you to sell your house, they have to see you in action. Yes, Joe? Oh my gosh. Hi, Nick Ottenbacher. You should be here, but you're not. There's my daily story. Okay? If you're going to a listing presentation, just put the camera on really quick, Bev, and say, hey, I'm going to list a property in the historic district. Here's the situation. Here's my strategy. Here's what I'm looking to do. Because this is free. Okay? This is all free. You have to say it out loud. Do the work. You got to flip the camera on. I know you're uncomfortable, but Brandon, I don't want to make videos. I can't make videos like you. I hate making videos. I don't like it either. You got to do it anyway. So every single day, 5 days a week, we're making a story on Facebook or Instagram sharing what you're doing today that has to do with your real estate career. We're trying to win top of mind awareness with the people you want business from. You guys with me? Make sense? Okay. Number 2, this is where the room's going to leave. I really contemplated about this one. You got to do it. You got to have a weekly show where you go live on Facebook. Okay? Every week it needs to be the same day, the same time of the week. I recommend you do this on a Wednesday or a Thursday evening. Okay? You can get fancy, you can get cute here, and you could say, the weekly real estate with Marlene, right? Weekly real estate with Stephen Vey. Stephen Vey, you got your show. What's your show called? I do daily stories, though. You do daily stories. All right, you're getting there. So what you want to do is you want to have a Facebook Live every single week, and you're talking about what's going on with the real estate market. You're talking about tactics and strategies on how to navigate this real estate market. You can bring in other experts, bring in your loan officer, bring in your title rep, bring in people on your show, because why? We want people to have top-of-mind awareness, and we're trying to position yourself as an expert with this group of people. So why? So when they think about selling their house, you've got that top-of-mind awareness. When they go to Thanksgiving dinner in a month, they're thinking about you when they say, hey, I've got to sell a house. Number 3, weekly email, okay? Another free tactic, free strategy. All of you should have at the top of your priority list, database, database, database. And we have to communicate with this database, all right? So once a week, we're going to send an email to this database. But Brandon, what do I send? What do I send? What do I say? Well, you can use the content from the weekly show to email out to your database every week. Okay, that's where I would start. Or two, even easier. Everyone in your top 100, put them on a seller MLS drip, right, Stephen Vey? Put them on an MLS email drip so that every week, Marlene, they're getting the actives, the pendings, and the solds in their neighborhood, which is what they want to see. When you drive home this weekend, when you guys get home, wherever you live, and there's a for sale sign in the front yard, what are we all asking ourselves? How much is it selling for? I wonder what it looks like inside. And oh, by the way, is my house better? Your house is always better, right? The seller's house is always better? Yeah. So that's what they're thinking. So you can use that as your weekly email. Next, monthly happy hours, okay? Go into your local market and pick somewhere that you host a happy hour the same day, the same place, the same time, and you're inviting 3, 4, 5 people from this list, your top 100, to come have a drink, have some appetizers, and you're just building relationships. There's no magic script, okay? You're not being weird, and you're not asking them, all right, when I see you at the happy hour, hey, you think about listing your house? You're not doing any of that. You're not doing any of that. You're pouring into the relationship so that we can do what? Top of mind, okay? Next, monthly letter. Donna, you call this what? Letter from the heart, okay? So you could call it whatever you want to call it. Every month, this top 100 should be getting a letter from you. But Brandon, what do I say? So we're going to put into this letter the market snapshot, okay? What is happening in the market, okay? Actives, pending, sold, prices up, down, days on market, up, down. What's happening out there? Your job in real estate, we talked about it, being in lead generation, part of that job is to communicate almost like you're a news anchor. Here's the news in real estate. We've got to communicate that out to the database, okay? We're going to put the market stats. We're going to put something personal. No, I'm not talking about that, Natter, okay? But something personal. What's happening with what's going on in your life? Are you running a marathon? Are you going on a big trip? Did you just get back from a big trip? Did your kids just go off to college? These are people that you say you care about. We've got to humanize ourselves with these people, okay? That's the monthly letter. One I know none of you will do. Quarterly phone call. I'm going to make this super simple for you. I posted in a couple Facebook groups the other day. Let me make this 4 phone call strategy really, really simple. The beginning of the year, your January, you guys can work up to this. You and your loan officer, hi, Steve Frost, I love you. He gave himself a round of applause. Did you like that? That was pretty good. You and your loan officer, January of every year, where are my CPAs at? Say what's up, Angel and Company. What's up? All right, so here, if you were a CPA, you would talk to your clients every year because we've got to do something. It's not very fun. Joe calls me every year, wants to, I got to do all kinds of craziness and pay the government all kinds of money. We got to pay taxes. Well, some of you do, right? I know we're realtors. I know you're probably, I'm just kidding. But we got to pay taxes every year. So if you were a CPA, you have a book of business. You guys with me on this so far? You're talking to your clients every year. Well, why should a real estate be any different? So your January phone call lead is to manage your book of business, to manage your clients, and do an annual real estate review. Once a year, we're looking at the value of their property. We're looking at what interest rate they're at. We're looking at any plans on home improvements, and then obviously any plans on moving. You provide them with a free mortgage review from your loan officer, and then you can either email it, you can hand deliver it, or you can send it to them in the mail. A copy of their CMA, once a year, Bev, once a year. Every year, people in your top 100. Nobody knows that property, Kevin, the way you're going to in this list of people. So obviously with this 100 people, if they think about selling, you're their agent, right? Make sense? All right, birthday program. So everybody on this list, this is why you needed their birthdays, should get a birthday card. We send all of our birthday cards through a company called Mailbox Power. Mr. Joe, thank you so much for that. You guys will hear from him later, the CEO of Mailbox Power. We send a birthday card out. Okay, you can send out a small gift with that if you want, but I like to send out the birthday card and a personal phone call. A personal phone call. How many people, besides your grandparents, are calling you to wish you a happy birthday on your birthday? It's not very many anymore. They text you about the Facebook thing. Like, it's your birthday on Facebook, you got 700 people. Happy birthday. It's like, I don't even know like half of these people. Wow, she's still alive. Okay, it's amazing what happens because with social media, these relationships we're not going as deep as we should. So on your top 100, everybody gets a birthday card and a personal phone call, okay? You're not being weird. You're not asking for business, okay? We're staying top of mind. Next, how many of you in this room have ever gotten a Thanksgiving letter? Raise your hand. Just one person. That's pretty good. Two. How many of you have gotten a holiday card before? Raise your hand. Everybody. That's the point. If we want to stay top of mind, we have to do things that are different that make you stand out. Here's what I recommend. Everybody in the top 100 is going to get a personalized letter, okay? This is where you have to go personal. You have to write each person in the list a specific letter about what you appreciate about that person specifically. Hey, it was great meeting you at the Reverse Selling Summit last year. That was phenomenal. Well, you wouldn't want to write a letter to a realtor, but you get it, right? Hey, it was great meeting you at this event. It was great going on that trip. You want to reference something specific with that person in this Thanksgiving letter, essentially thanking them, showing gratitude for the relationship that you have with that person. Because I promise you this, just like this group, you've never gotten a Thanksgiving letter, they've never gotten a Thanksgiving letter. Let me give you even another little secret. How many of you are here are in some type of relationship, whether you're married or your boyfriend or girlfriend? How many? One of you. Okay, good. I'm just kidding. All of you. So here's a little trick that I learned from one of my mentors, Darren Hardy. Love Darren Hardy. How many of you love Darren Hardy? Okay, here's a really cool thing you can do. Okay, really cool thing you can do. Amy, I'm going to do this soon. That was supposed to be funny. You can laugh. So every day, right, you can grab a little journal like you guys have now, and as you wake up, you write down one thing that day that you are grateful for that they did. Instead of looking at like, God, they just piss me off all the time. It's like, no, wake up with a better mindset. Look at Marlene's laughing. She's like, my husband's right next to me, bro. Like, chill out, okay? I'm just kidding. So you write down something that you're grateful for your spouse all year, Bev, and Thanksgiving morning you wake up, you wrap a gift, and you hand it to your spouse. And they have a whole year of gratitude. It's like, thanks for making the bed. My wife, where's my wife at? Amy? Oh, she's gone. She's like, oh, I'm out of here. I don't know what he's going to talk about. She's not here for real. Okay, cool. So she makes the bed, come hell or high water. I've talked about this before with some of you. Like, she's going to make the bed hell or high water. Like, we're freaking out this morning. She's freaking making the bed. I'm like, you're making the bed? Like, I don't even know what I'm going to say this morning. You're making the bed? So, anyways, Thanksgiving letter goes a long way, okay? Annual client appreciation event. Once a year, start off small. I did this for a long time, and I just did this again just not too long ago. You can do a barbecue. We just did a kickball tournament. I think some of you were there, right? Yes, one person, two people were there. So we did a kickball tournament, and we did a barbecue. I cooked burgers for people. You don't have to overcomplicate this. You don't have to go crazy. It doesn't have to be expensive. And here's a little secret. When we start talking about referral partners, you can get them to contribute funds to help you pay for your annual client appreciation event because they want to be there. They want to be there. Look at the back of the room. All these vendors, all these sponsors wanted to be here. So they're helping here. Look at one person raised their hand. Good job. Yeah, I love it. Billy C. All right, annual client appreciation event. Okay, this is the top 100 action plan. Here's the reality. When I coach a real estate agent, okay, when I sit down with somebody across the table or on a phone call, and we look at any of these things, it's just so rare that they're doing any of this stuff. And when you look at the screen, this was me. Trust me, this was me when I first got started. I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard all that before, you know. But when you do it, Donna, how many of these are you doing right now? Okay, good job, Kurt. Okay, you're doing half, and she's going to, there's over $1 million of income coming into that group, okay? And so what I'm asking you, what I'm pleading with you, the reason I started this off the way I started this off was if you just did this one pillar, and so many realtors are like, nope, I'm not touching that pillar. I want to go after people I don't know, which is fine, I get it, but I'm just telling you, over time, you will want to start building a database that starts to feed you a consistent stream of business. You will start to fall in love with your business like I did. I neglected this for a long time. I was Mr. Transactional. Wasn't I, Donna? Say yes. Yes. I was going after turn and burn, baby. I was this phone guy, smash the phone, grab it for sale by owner, worked on my skills. All that's important. Get them in, get them out, never talk to them again. And it wasn't until later I was like, shit, I got to start over all the time. And it wasn't until about 5 or 6 years ago I started getting 20, 30, 40, 50. Today, probably 80% of every house I list comes from this group of people. I'm like, gosh, you stupid idiot. You missed this for so long. That's why I'm so passionate talking about this with you guys. I don't want you to go through your career and wake up 5, 6, 7 years ago from now and keep chasing Zillow leads. Keep chasing the for sale by owners. I want you to build relationships. You guys good with that? All right, cool. We got to fly now.